Welcome back to High Five Garage. Today, the bug is doing okay. I did order a few more things for it, the 1970. But today, oh, hi Junkers, hi Derbies, hi guys, how are you? But today, I've been saying I've been wanting to do this for a minute, and that is take the 1970 bug to the car wash, spray it down the best I can, and also get under the motor and pan and such, just so it's a, you know, I don't know, better foundation, because it keeps dumping stuff everywhere. I don't know, as it heats up, it keeps doing it. So, we gotta do that. This tire keeps going flat. And of course, I don't want that happening when I'm over there. So maybe I'll look at these wheels and tires. That one looks like it hold air. So I think I'll put air in that one. I'll really quick put it in there, test the jack, and then that'll kind of just be a backup. Got the spare tire all filled up. Also, I want to take the bumper off because I've been meaning to do that. So I'm gonna do that. Yeet! Just joking. This actually has some savable parts on it, so. I'm just gonna set it right there. I bought a bunch of GoPro stuff, and this was one. I've never used this or the chest piece. I guess we'll give it a try. I honestly am not sure if it's gonna make it. That carburetor is being so finicky. Alright, I guess we'll see. Okay, see what happens. So far so good. It's hot in here, so unfortunate. I got brakes. I hope it died. I got a 3-pedal it seems like, so it stays idling. Okay, first drive on the road. Okay, I mean it hesitates a lot, but yeah, that new carburetor will definitely make a huge difference. Oh yeah, I bought a new carburetor. See if it makes it to the car wash. First drive on the road. It's not doing bad. So I got fourth. Yeah, it's got all the gears. Huh. Not a bad cruiser. If this thing, if it would idle, this thing would be great. Suspension needs some work. Carb's kind of kicking and jumping, but it's gonna make it to the car wash. Brakes work. Not too well, but they work. I made it to the car wash! And it died. There it is. Outside of the shop, at a car wash. I'm gonna spray this thing down. I'm not gonna be crazy. I don't want anything in the interior or anything, but a nice spray underneath the motor. I got some carb cleaner, or not carb cleaner, I got some engine degreaser. So yeah, let's see what all comes off of this thing. So I've got some engine degreaser, and I'm just gonna spray it on the bottom of the engine. Nothing crazy. Oh, that's hot. And I'm just gonna go ham spraying her down. See if any of the paint comes off. Yeah. start it back up. Let's see if we can get home. Made it through the gate. Oh, brakes are working good now. Oh, something happened with the pedal. God, I think the pin fell out. Aw. Either way, I made it home. The car is so much more white now. There was obviously like a whatever thick layer of something on it for sure. It's so much more white. That's crazy. Ah, the blue was so nice. But I noticed when I was, what section was I spraying? I think it was this. It was just coming right off, unfortunately. So yeah, I did order a carburetor for it. I also did order a lock cylinder, so I'll actually be able to start it with a key. Definitely looks a lot better clean. I don't know exactly what we're gonna do to it, but it's not bad. Definitely a good project. Oh, hi Junkers, hey Turbo, hey Turbo, hey Junkers, what you guys doing? All right, so the ignition came in, not the carburetor yet. The carburetor should be here tomorrow, but here it is. Came with 2 keys and the ignition lock cylinder itself. This one just came off of eBay, just looked it up, and that's what came up. Seems to be good quality. I mean, it's like $13. So to get the lock cylinder back in, I need to remove the steering wheel. That is the nut, and then take off this little plate. I think it's 2 screws that are in there, and then I will reattach this to the rest of the cylinder or lock cylinder that has the wires on it. We'll feed it back through and then start wiring it to the wires on the body of the car. Oh, there it goes. Oh, all right. Steering wheel is off. Okay. And then you pull this whole assembly out. Remember, there's wires behind it, so feed the wires while you take it out. Those were the 4 screws on the blinker, and then there's 2 screws in there for this plate. Plate comes off, and then the ignition and the whole cylinder. So we got the actual lock itself, and the cylinder with the wires goes into it. To get the old lock cylinder out that does not work, that little circle right there, you push down and pry the old one out, and then it gives you access to put the new one in. I'm going to make sure this is locked and pull the key out. And then there's only one way it can technically go. There's a notch right there, and there's a hole in there. And that's what you're actually pushing down to make it come out. The wires go in that back, let's see if I can show it, little section back there, that little rectangle. Wires go through there, and then you slide the ignition in. Put the bolts back in, run the wires through, and then put the blinker assembly back in and the steering wheel, and we'll get to wiring. Okay, I got the wires all probed out. Just the red wire is power. The black is accessory, and red and black is actually the starter. So I know how it goes on these wires. We got power, accessory, starter. I'm gonna solder those together and we'll see it crank with a key. All right, I got everything taped up and kind of nicely tied. There's still a few wires in that I need to check some diagrams and see what they go to. But for now, it's up there. It's not in the way. Let's put the key in. Key always goes down the little ledge. Okay, and then okay, ignition on. You can see that works. Make sure it's in neutral. Not bad. Okay, another part installed. Tomorrow the carburetor will be here. Hopefully it's a good product. We will see, but I will see you tomorrow when the carburetor comes in. Came in. So ignition is already in the vehicle, and this is just a cheap eBay carb. Not sure what brand it is. I think it was $67 shipped, and I wanted to give it a try because I've seen some people actually use them. Never heard of the long-term stuff, but as far as putting on and running, they're fantastic from what I've heard. Most people don't even open them up, and opening them up and kind of looking inside and seeing if there's any shavings, any parts that are messed up is kind of a big deal when it comes to cheap parts. I do it a lot on my wagon and stuff, so you save money, you clean them up a little bit, and you put them on, and hopefully they're good. All right, let's unwrap it. And first impression, it's shiny. A lot of zinc, a lot of polish, but overall doesn't look bad. So we got the butterfly, opens and closes. It is set already to a certain point, so hopefully that'll be a good starting point for the idle. We got an accelerator pump on the side. If I hit the throttle, it moves, so that's good. All right, so let's start taking off the old carburetor. I'm gonna make sure the battery is disconnected. It is. Okay, carb is on. Let's see what happens. All right, looks like it's gonna rain, but let's really quick see if this thing will start up. China! All right, it's starting to rain, but right away I can already tell the bug is running a million times better. Haven't adjusted anything. Need to do that when it's warmed up, but we'll do that when this stops. All right, it's a new day. It's not raining or stormy. Turbo's hanging out. So one thing I remembered was last time I timed it, the distributor never advanced. I set it to 7.5 or whatever I set it to, and it never moved when I revved the motor. So I want to double check that right now because that could be causing a lot of issues. I decided to try one of the SVDAs that was in the bus. Now I've got advance, and it does love it. You can tell that it revs out a lot easier. Got the vacuum hooked up and it works, but the left driver's side of the motor started making like a weird ticking noise. And you take off number 3 spark plug wire and the motor pretty much runs the same, and then you attach it and it starts it pops. And one thing I've been worried about with this motor is when I did the plugs, number 3 did not thread in the best. It would get tight, but then kind of get loose. I need to decide what to do, whether we should pull the motor, rethread it, put a different head on it. I'm not sure. So that is where the 1970 bug is currently. I've just been diagnosing stuff. I think the carburetor is doing pretty well. I think I could use a rejet, but it's not too bad. I think we're mainly running into other issues now. That's gonna be it for this video. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. Hopefully we'll start working on the bus soon. I really want to get that thing cleaned out. But yeah, I will keep you guys updated on the 1970. High five out.